Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So my first of 3 videos today, I guess, is once again on Heather and Dagur because I am combining How to Train Your Dragon Week plus a bunch of other random videos. And I'm finally coming back to the subject of Heather and Dagur. And it's mostly the fact that did Dagur know Heather was his sister? Begs to differ. Partially because there was a line in writer/defender's book that he said that made me think, oh, he must know, but maybe he doesn't. When him and Hiccup are supposedly dragon hunting, at least one of them is, Dagur points out Hiccup's shield and says that his sister had one like that. So now, at this point, we know that Dagur is a lot older than Hiccup. We know that his father was chief. He is now chief because his father retired. And at this point, we clearly know that he had at least one sister. By the time Race to the Edge comes around, we know that he has a sister because he clearly stated that. And we eventually found out that Heather is his sister. But here's my question. Did Dagur know Heather was his sister? Now, he knew that he had a sister, clearly because of that line. But did he know Heather was his sister? But then again, later on, I think it's Family on the Edge, which I think is season 4, maybe 3 or 4, maybe even 5, I don't know. Heather states that Dagur sent her adrift as a child. That's it right there. Dagur clearly knew that Heather was his sister. But the one thing that How to Train Your Dragon writers do horribly is their timelines. At least in Race to the Edge. Because it clearly hear from Heather that she was like sent adrift as that she remembers her father's hands as a baby, and she remembers her real father, and she knows that she was adopted by her parents. But then we also hear that she was sent adrift by Dagur as a child. How old was she? Was she like... I'm assuming at this point she was at an age that she didn't remember because she doesn't remember who her father was except maybe his hands. I'm assuming she was maybe 2 or 3, which technically isn't a child, that's a toddler. But also, I think Dagur kind of forgot about Heather because of his ways, and then he eventually realized, oh yeah, I have a sister. And then he found out it was Heather. I think he eventually somehow discovered that was Heather. Which is why in Heather Have Dragon Will Travel Part 1, I think he's trying to get her. He tells Hiccup that's a family reunion when Heather's in the chains and Hiccup's trying to capture her. But I don't think Heather heard this. I don't think Heather, like I said, I don't think Heather knew. Like, Heather clearly from that episode had no idea that Dagur and her were related at all. Whereas, I think Dagur just always knew, or he eventually found out or discovered that Heather was his sister. Probably because he thought his sister that he sent adrift as a child had died and not made it. And then all of a sudden, this person that kind of maybe is his sister shows up and he's like, oh. And he finds out that is his sister. And just think, it only took their not brother Hiccup to discover it. Alright, that's what I'm going to this video. Make sure to stay tuned for the next video. And give this video a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like I said, stay tuned for the next video, which is also going to be... It'll be one of 2. It'll either be on Heather and Dagur again, or it'll be on 10 TV shows that I think are worth watching.